Hi, this is Jared Polak, founder of Entre Results, author of Entre Balance, author of Entre Business, and founder of Entre Results Academy. Looking forward to another incredible podcast today. The topic today is 6 ways to overcome your fear of inviting. Here's where the topic comes from. In business development, in the small business world in general, or certainly just in life, there's oftentimes we have multiple opportunities to invite people to events. Now, in business development, sometimes it's a business networking group we're a part of that we need to invite more people to join us. Maybe it's a nonprofit gala we need to invite people to. Maybe it's a sales presentation we need to invite people to that's promoting our products or service, or fill in the blank. There's many opportunities to invite in business and in life. And so we're going to look at the six ways to overcome that fear of doing it, or get into the head game a little bit in regards to what this looks like. Now, the first of 6 steps, number 1, like many things, is to admit that we have a problem. Now, certainly there is a percentage of people, and I would say 20%, that's just sort of a number to throw out there, that it doesn't come as an issue at all. But I would say 80% of the people have a pretty healthy fear or limiting belief about inviting people. So the first thing to do is just to admit, hey, I have a problem with this. This is tough for me. This is challenging. I have a fear or a limiting belief in this area. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is be specific of what you're afraid of or what that limiting belief is. Maybe there's a concern about being pushy or annoying or bothersome, or maybe there's a limiting belief that they're just not interested at all, so why invite? Maybe there's a perception of just you're too busy. And so really hammer and hone in on, first, do I have something in my head that's preventing me from doing this, and what is that? And call it out specifically. Third thing to think about is, and this is really important, ask yourself, do I believe in what I'm offering, what I'm inviting people to? So if it's a sales presentation, do I believe that when people come, they're going to gain value? If it's a nonprofit, do I believe that this organization is really serving a great cause? You really have to hone in on the why and the ultimate reason why you're inviting, as opposed to just the activity sometime. And usually, once we kind of stay focused on that a little bit more, the inviting should become a little bit easier, because there's a reason why we're inviting. And don't forget about that reason why. Number 4, this is important whether in this specific situation or another situation. Think about a time when you have invited someone successfully in the past. Maybe they've shown up in the past even. Think about that moment, because that's considered a trigger moment, a trigger statement. Sometimes if we feel stuck, we have to go back to a time where we did that activity successfully in the past. Go to that moment. Think about what you did, how you felt when you invited successfully. Maybe someone showed up and they had a great experience. So what was that moment like? So go to that trigger moment and then envision how many people that you want to have at the event. So maybe you want to have 5 people come to the event or to the gathering. Well, think about what it would feel like to have those 5 people there. And then this isn't really a mindset thing, but practically speaking, if you want to have 5 people there, you might have to invite 10 times that number. Like, I think we have to get our minds wrapped around the fact that we're going to invite a lot of people, and a lot of people aren't going to come. And so mentally, what does that look like? Like, just be prepared to, I guess, quote unquote, face rejection or face indifference, because that's just going to happen. Just a part of the game. It's a numbers thing. So maybe if you want to have 5 people, maybe we need to invite 50 people. Maybe for every 10 per person we invite, maybe 1 person shows up, something like that. Not saying that's an exact number, but just to kind of a generalization of what to think about. And last and not least, hey, we're getting ready to invite. We're going through the trigger moment. We've been successful in the past. We know that this cause is important to us. The why is important. And then we're ready to rock and roll. So maybe you need to crank up the music a little bit before you make these invites. Maybe it's some emails, some calls, personal invites, whatever. Crank up the music. Maybe you need to get together with a friend, have a little extra accountability. Maybe someone else in your organization to get ready to rock and roll. Find a good space where you feel good about life, you feel comfortable, and let the invitations and let the inviting begin. Go out, take action on this. Have a better than awesome day.